It's a beautiful day and a beautiful day for some more Reddit stories. I hope you're having a good day today and I hope you're ready for this. The first one that we're going to read is called, Am I the a-hole for not giving a woman a promotion at work because I saw her clap after every word when telling somebody how to do something? At my company, we've recently had a position come up for a supervisor in the warehouse. I wanted to promote from within, so put a notice up that anybody is welcome to apply to it, and I'll consider everybody. It's an extra £5 an hour, so I had a lot of people apply. I've also been recruiting in the warehouse as it has gotten busy and took on another 10 members of staff. I always try and pay £5 an hour above market average to make sure that I get better applicants, but that also means that I get a hell of a lot of applicants. Hiring these 10 people meant sifting through over 1,000 applicants. Eventually, I got the 10 I wanted, and I wanted to keep them as they were great. One of the new starters is quite a timid woman in her early 20s. On her second day, she asked one of the other women who worked there named Heather where to put a certain item once it had been unpacked. I was walking past when I heard Heather let out a big sigh and say, "I told you this yesterday, you need to learn." I was fuming. I hate it when people type like that on social media, but to hear one of my more senior employees talk to a young new starter like that on her second day really pissed me off. I told Heather I wanted to see her in my office straight away. I was honest with her and I said that out of all the applicants for the supervisor role, she was in my top 3 that I was considering, but I'll now not be considering her at all. She asked why and I told her. I said after what I just saw, I believe that she would be the type to let power and authority get to her head and treat people cruelly. I said she was just asked a simple question by a new starter and she proceeded to embarrass her and belittle her in front of other co-workers, and that's not the sort of person I want supervising a team of 20. She was so angry and has since lodged a complaint saying that it's unfair that she's no longer being considered for the job, and she feels that she's being victimized for the way that she communicates. That's not how you communicate. I don't think I'm an a-hole for not giving her the job, but I'm the a-hole for telling her why she's not getting it now, rather than just dealing with the applicants and telling her afterwards that she hasn't been successful. I suppose it can be seen as a bit petty of me. Yeah, no, I don't feel like you're the a-hole at all, OP. That's really bad behavior, and that's not just how I communicate. Like, oh, I talk to everybody like this. No, you don't. And if you do, that's definitely not okay. This is the kind of person that causes other people to leave their job. And yeah, I feel like you did the right thing, OP. The top comment says, not the a-hole. Temperaments like that are a cancer to an organization, especially at senior levels. Management is a physical embodiment of the company culture that will be perpetuated. If you wouldn't like it to be your manager and that's not the culture you're trying to build, the choice is self-evident. The comment below that says, not the a-hole. It wasn't petty, it was direct. Her inability to communicate in a professional and respectful manner is the exact reason that she's being passed up. And if she has any brains at all, she'll take that to heart. Imagine complaining that you're not getting a promotion because you're incapable of not being an a-hole to your co-workers. Hopefully she'll get laughed out of any HR meeting. Yeah, and the comment below that, not the a-hole, she would cause people to leave. She's not leadership material at all. Yeah, I feel like in a situation like this, OP, if you didn't do anything about it and you were like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, then you'd be the a-hole because you were letting this sort of stuff happen. You're not the a-hole for what you did. And it's not like it was personal either. I'm sure if anybody did that, you'd have the same reaction to them. There's a comment that says, Heather, you are not getting the promotion because you're a yeah, I don't agree that they're being victimized here. It's a very simple situation of act badly, get a consequence. If they didn't act like this, it wouldn't have happened. Post number 2 is called, Am I the a-hole for leaving my husband after years of putting his friends and family above me and finding out that he might not even want our baby? This one got posted 2 hours ago. It already has 2,000 upvotes. And yeah, let's get into it. Hi, Evan. Not his real name. Since I know you might see this, I know you'll probably say that I'm overreacting. But by the time you read this, it's too late. I've already left and made arrangements with a lawyer. Context: I, 31 female, married Evan, 34 female, 5 years ago. We've been together for about 8 years. For the first couple of years, I thought I'd hit the jackpot. He was attentive and thoughtful and supportive, or so I thought. But as time went on, he slowly became more and more absent, putting his friends and family before me in every possible way. Background: Evan has this group of friends that he's known since high school. They hang out constantly and he's made it clear that they come first, even when it interferes with our life together. We'd have plans and he'd cancel last minute because they needed him for some urgent video game session or to help out. I didn't think much of it at first, but it got to the point where I realized that I was always taking a back seat. Then there's his mum, who's difficult, to put it lightly. She's never liked me and Evan has never defended me or put up any boundaries. When she told me that I wasn't good enough for her son at our engagement party, he laughed it off. At our wedding, she accidentally got into a fight with me over a small detail about our ceremony and has constantly undermined me since. Yeah, great. So another person who can't stand up to their mummy? That's so frustrating. The final straw. I'm currently 6 months pregnant with our first child. Recently, Evan sat me down to tell me that he's not sure that he's ready for the responsibility of a baby. When I told him it was a little bit late for second thoughts, he got defensive, saying that he wasn't convinced that this was the right time and that I was putting too much pressure on him. He mentioned that he talked it over with his friends and they all agreed that he was being honest. That's when I realized that in his mind, their opinion mattered more than his family, more than us. The last straw came a week ago. I had a small health scare and he didn't even show up because he was busy with his friends. That night I realized that I couldn't rely on him, and I don't want my child growing up in an environment where their father wasn't present and prioritized everybody else over them. So I packed my bag and I left. I'm staying with a friend for now and I've made arrangements to file for divorce. I'm ready to build a life on my own for me and my baby, even if it hurts like hell. Yeah, wow, he sucks, OP. Like, there's no being subtle about it. That is so bad. Yeah, 1,000,000% this comment. You deserve a partner, not a man-child who still prioritizes his friends over his family. Good for you for putting yourself and your baby first. Yeah, and when his mum is super rude to you, he laughs about it. Like, does it get much more man-childy? Yeah, like this comment too, not the a-hole. At 34, he prioritizes friends and is a mama's boy. Ridiculous. Get a really good lawyer and stop all communication with him except through the lawyer. Stay healthy for you and your baby. You deserve more, and your child deserves more than an overgrown frat boy. Good luck. The next one is called, Am I the a-hole for cancelling my wedding after I got a video of my fiance grinding on somebody during the bachelorette party? My fiance and I were supposed to get married next month. I was really looking forward to the wedding and spending the rest of my life with my fiance. Last month we had bachelor and bachelorette parties, and I got a message from an anonymous source. It was a video of my fiance grinding on a male stripper. My fiance did seem drunk, but I was shocked that they would even invite a male stripper, and secondly, that she would grind on him. Yeah, that's super gross. I talked to my fiance after the parties and showed her the video, and my fiance did apologize and say that her friends just wanted a more adventurous bachelorette party. However, I thought that was a massive betrayal. Yeah, also, it's such a weird thing to do before you marry somebody. Why? And after taking a week to think about it, I cancelled my wedding and I broke up with my fiance. My fiance was really shocked and even hysterical and cried a lot, but mentally I just couldn't do it anymore. And imagine spending the rest of my life with my fiance. Am I the a-hole? A lot of friends and family on my fiance's side think it was really harsh. OP, you're the only person that knows whether or not you can stay with somebody. What the friends and family think don't matter. Yeah, like the top comment said, why do people want strippers there? If you need one more night of freedom, why the hell are you getting married? Stay single and let the person who wants to get married go and find their person. Yeah, that's so weird. And it's also such a weird thing to do right before you're going to do something that shows how committed you are to somebody. Like, I love you and I'm committed to you, and I'm going to commit to you by getting married to you. But right before we do that, I'm going to do stuff like this and be grinding on some strippers. This comment says, not the a-hole. A lot of friends and family on my fiance's side think it was really harsh. Good for them, except they're not marrying her, so their opinion is irrelevant. If this is serious enough for you to create doubt, don't ignore that. My fiance did apologize and say that her friends just wanted a more adventurous bachelorette party. Cool, when she grows into a person who can tell her friends no, then she might be ready for marriage. For what it's worth, I think the whole one last hurrah bullshit is just that. Bullshit. Unless you're both non-monogamous or marrying for something other than love, you should be at peace with one person for the rest of your life well before you even decide to get married. This comment says, I think you are being overly harsh, but it's your life, so as long as you can live with your decision. Yeah, for sure, I can totally see all the people saying like this is a huge overreaction, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's completely up to OP. Like, yeah, it definitely does seem wild. Like, the entire wedding is off, we're breaking up, see you later. Like, everything just fell apart really fast, but is that an overreaction? Obviously, this crossed a line for OP, and OP was not okay about it, and there's not really much to say about it, you know? There's a comment here that says, if you called off your wedding and broke it off with her, you must have already been on the fence about this girl before the incident and just looking for a reason to leave her. Yeah, like this comment says, not the a-hole. Bachelorette parties are not some magical party that absolves all of its attendees of consequences for their actions. If she'll do this today, what's stopping her from going with the same friends and doing the same, or worse, after you're married? And the comment below that says, all the bachelor or bachelorette parties I've worked as a bartender for, it was always the friends egging on the bride or the groom to cheat. Always, 100% without fail. Yeah, I've always thought that was so weird. Like, you're about to get married to somebody that you love, and right before that, you're gonna go and be disloyal, or like try to be, or whatever, or like your friends are trying to get you to be. How does that align with you getting married? The second top comment says, my daughter was so surprised when at her small bachelorette party held at her sister's, a male stripper showed showed up. Yeah, the sister hired this guy and he proceeded to take his clothes off and sleaze all over her, despite her saying no thank you. She finally got him to leave and reamed her sister out. Totally embarrassed. Yeah, some people are okay about it, some people are definitely not okay about it, but it's definitely odd to be like, okay, I'm marrying this person, they're the love of my life, I'm committing myself to this person and only this person, but right beforehand let me go grind on some person. Like, why? I feel like it's a bit weird that that's even become like such a normal thing to do. The next one says, am I the a-hole for not believing my wife about how she betrayed me? My 42 male wife, 40 female, cheated on me and had an affair. She went to a work conference and met a guy who lived out of state and flirted, and I found some weird messages. She saved his number in her phone under a girl's name, but I could tell something was wrong. She was acting off and strange. So I went through her deleted messages and deleted photos and I found evidence. She'd been having an affair with this guy John. After I confronted her, she admitted it. They started texting during the conference. He said he wished that she was in the shower with him, and it kept on escalating. She sent him nudes. He asked her to read a book on how great affairs are. They had phone horizontal mumbo. She'd dream about him. He convinced her to fly to see him, and that was it. That's it. No more. That was all. She told me that it was only for a few nudes. Oh, get out of here. He never sent anything to her. They never kissed, never slept together, and she told me everything. She begged me for forgiveness, said that it's the most stupid thing that she's ever done. It's the number one regret of her life, and she can't believe how tricked she was, etc. You were tricked, were you? I was under a curse that made me not loyal. Get out of here. I think I can forgive her if she is honest with me and still loves me. I still love her, yet I don't believe her. Do I? Am I an idiot if I believe her? If I don't believe her, it'll consume me and destroy our relationship. Do we still have a relationship? Can I trust her again? Am I an a-hole if I can't ever believe what she said about her affair? You are definitely not the a-hole if you can never believe her, OP. She has destroyed your trust, OP. You're not the a-hole if you don't believe her. Edit, I'm clarifying that I confronted her before she was able to fly to their agreed rendezvous. Edit number 2, further information. Affair partner John is married and has 2 kids, but has an open marriage. I believe it's only open on his side. I have reached out to his wife to tell her, and she brushed it off as nothing. She knew something of the affair, but didn't say how much. She also seemed to think that my wife was obsessed with him, and that John wasn't that interested. It was a one-sided infatuation from John's wife's perspective. We touched base the second time where she apologized to me and said that I was right and that it wasn't a fair, and it was more intense than what she knew, but she wouldn't talk to me about it. My wife said that John was trying to talk his wife into a threesome with her. I hate open marriages. Thank you for attacking my marriage, a-holes. Everybody knew about it but me. Yeah, of course you're not the a-hole, OP. Like the top comment says, not the a-hole. When trust is broken, why should you believe anything that she has to say is true? You'll never trust her the same again. Every work conference, every girl's night out, every girl's trip, every work late, you're gonna wonder if she's cheating. Save yourself the headache and call the lawyer. Yeah, 1,000,000%. It's not gonna change, OP. Obviously, all of this is awful, but I also don't like the bit where she said that she was tricked. She can't believe how tricked she was. Oh, yeah, it wasn't my fault. I was tricked about this, okay? Like, yeah, how soon are you gonna get tricked again? Of course you don't trust her, OP, and you shouldn't. This comment says, not the a-hole you found out. She didn't stop. She didn't regret it until she got caught. Had you not found out, it would have continued. Yeah, and what? They were talking about having her fly over to see him. That would have happened, OP. Yeah, like this comment says, you caught her before she was about to fly to him and make it physical. She's only remorseful because she got caught. You can try to move on, but it sounds like she was ready to go full on, and it didn't happen only because she got caught. Yeah, this comment too, you the a-hole if you're staying with your wife. Yeah, don't stay with them, OP. Have some self-respect, OP. Betraying your partner is disgusting, and that's not about to change. It's always going to be disgusting. And if you betray your partner, yeah, they're not going to trust you. Why should they trust you? If they're smart, they're not going to. Like, this sort of stuff is not an accident. Like, OP, your wife was not tricked into this. Your wife wanted to do this. You're not the a-hole, OP, and you need to get out of there. The next one says, am I the a-hole for kicking my brother out of my home after he invited our estranged father over without asking me? I, 28 female, have been estranged from my father, 55 male, for the last 10 years. He was abusive growing up, and after years of therapy and healing, I made the decision to cut him out of my life completely. My brother, 24 male, however, has always maintained a relationship with him, and while I don't agree with it, I've tried to respect their bond. I've made it clear though that I do not want him in my life, and I don't want to hear about him. A few weeks ago, my brother visited me at my house. We were hanging out when he suddenly mentioned that he was planning to bring our dad over to patch things up with me. I was shocked, and I told him that under no circumstances should our father be coming to my home. home. I even made it clear that I wasn't interested in talking to him ever. Fast forward to yesterday and my brother shows up with our dad. I was furious. I immediately told them both to leave and that my brother had completely disrespected my boundaries. My brother tried to apologize, saying that he just wanted to fix stuff and thought this was the best way to do it. Yeah, that's so typical. I'm gonna completely ignore what you're saying because I feel like I know what's best. Get out of here, dude. I told him that he had no right to make that decision for me and that I never wanted to see our father again. My brother left but is now texting me saying that I overreacted and that he was only trying to help me heal. He says it's not fair to cut off the chance of reconciliation. I'm feeling really torn because while I know I'm within my rights to not want him in my life, I also don't want to ruin my relationship with my brother. Yeah, but you're not doing that, OP. Your brother is doing that. But at the same time, my boundaries are important to me. So am I the a-hole for kicking my brother out of my house and refusing to talk to our father? No, not even a little bit. Yeah, like this comment says, fun fact, you don't have to ever forgive your abusers. Yeah, you don't ever have to forgive him, OP. And the audacity of your brother is wild. Like, oh yeah, I definitely know what's best and I'm trying to help by, yeah, disrespecting all of their boundaries. Yeah, like this comment says too, not the a-hole. You made it clear that you didn't want to meet with your dad. He ignored you. In no way did you overreact. Yeah, that's another aspect to it. You did not overreact. And you're not the one who's damaging the relationship with your brother, OP. Your brother is doing that. No, you're so not the a-hole. You did the right thing and you definitely did not overreact. Okay, that's enough for today. I hope you had a wonderful time today, everybody. I've got 2 Lord of the Rings wholesome memes to show you. I found them this morning and I feel like they're so cute. Me reaching for the hot, freshly baked cookies. My mum, give them a moment for pity's sake. By nightfall, these hills are going to be swarming with siblings. How cute is that? And also this one, when you're on a first date and you need to break the ice, do you know how the orcs first came into being? So cute. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time today. And if you did, make sure you let me know down below and also subscribe if you want to. And the comment of the day today goes to Marley. Vincey, I'm so glad you guys can see the cats now. The cat stares into our souls. Yeah, I thought that was so funny in the last episode. Jin sitting up there and staring directly at you guys. They're so cute and they're so curious. Like, hello, I'm a little kitty cat. It's so nice to have them in the background. I feel like it makes the episodes even more fun to watch. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!